Welcome back to Dad's Foxbody Garage. I think we'll get one more video in this year. Today is December 30th. Just got a call from my buddy Jason over here in Plymouth that has the 440 in his truck that he races at Milan. And he's going to be working on that. And, I got a clean bill of health from the doctor about the shoulder. Just can't do any heavy lifting or anything, but don't need to wear a sling or anything. So it's been raining for a few days, so the roads are all nice and washed off, and I'm getting stir crazy. So we're going to take the Stormtrooper for a little ride and go see what Jason's up to. Stay tuned. Alright guys, here we are over at Jason's. Meet Jason if you haven't met before.
Hello, how you doing?
He's always in my right hand over at the house there, putting things in when I can't lift it. Been friends since high school, and this is the monster I was telling you about. Big 440, beautiful, and Jason races it quite a bit in the summertime. What was the last time you were at the track?
September 30th.
September 30th, and the quest
season
for the 13s is where we're going.
Yeah,
with
I got
this.
the 14-1. Right to the edge.
14-1. So he took it out today a little bit, and what were you saying? It was a little cold-blooded this morning?
Yeah, maybe the fuel's got a little water. Time for some winter blend. It's been sitting for a few months.
But today...
it's also a single plane, so that doesn't help. You know?
Right. But you do have a choke, right?
No.
Oh, no choke. Yeah, okay. Today he was mentioning to me about adjusting the oil pressure, and I was pretty interested in that because the oil pump is on the outside of the motor. So I've never seen one like that before.
How close you can get to it. But right where that filter is, that little box next to it with 4 bolts, that's the oil pump. And inside the motor mount, if you can get way over there, that's the bolt that adjusts the oil pressure.
Okay.
It's like a maybe 11/16, maybe 3/4, big fat bolt.
Huh.
It's got a spring and a plunger in it.
Interesting.
And you can put a washer on or take a washer out, and it'll raise or lower the pressure.
So you said currently you're running
75.
75 at cruise.
Yeah.
So the problem is just pushing all the oil out on this thing, and 75 psi oil pressure is a really good thing for if you got your foot to the floor.
Right, $6,000 maybe.
Right, but when you're just cruising around, it's just squirting out everywhere it can get out. So Jason's going to go in and adjust a spacer to try to bring the oil pressure back down, so we're not just squirting oil out the main. But very cool truck. What was in here when you first had it? Engine-wise?
Stock 440.
Stock 440?
66, yeah. It was originally a 318 truck from Tennessee.
Oh, that's what I meant. It was a 318 truck.
It's a Mexican-built 1990 D150 Dodge with a 318, and it would have been fuel injected.
Mm-hmm.
Had a big old mass airflow thing here with all these wires hooked to it and computer brain in it. And then the previous owner had put this 440 in it, and about 3 years ago I pulled it out and rebuilt it. Put a hotter cam.
So 4 years on the motor, still runs like a rape tape. It's just a burnout machine. These aren't the slicks that he runs, but they're pretty darn close to the size. But
that's a coffee table.
Yep, that's the coffee table. But this is the man cave over here. It's pretty awesome. It's got the heat going out here. Fun place to hang out. So anyway, he's gonna get at it, and we'll give you an update in a minute. All right, so we're changing gears here a little bit. The motor mount bracket was in the way of doing the oil pump spring. So then we messed around a little bit with an intake bolt, and we'll leave that for later. And now we're going to go to jets. We're gonna do a little. What are we doing, Jason?
We're gonna go bigger on jets. We're running lean.
Running lean. All right.
Got the handy dandy 101 pipe full of fun kit here.
Oh, look at that.
It's gonna shoot all over my engine in a second, but
oh yeah.
The ones missing are the ones we must be using, so we're gonna go bigger.
Okay. So front and back?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna get into this and I'll shoot a little video once we start draining gas all over everything. Sounds good.
Should have saw some fuel by now.
Sounds so good. All right, guys. Well, I'm back at the shop now. Yeah, I just wanted to share that truck. I know I've talked about it a few times on here, and if I didn't explain what exactly it is, that engine was professionally built. I think he said three to 4 years ago, and it's roughly 500 horsepower ish, and it's just really neat. You know, it's a full frame vehicle, so it's really stable and can really utilize all that torque from that motor. But awesome project. Jason's always been a Mopar guy. You know, back in the day, you know, back in high school, he had a early 70s Charger, and I don't think I've seen an interior as gorgeous as that car had. You know, it was just a really neat car. But like I said, he and I have known each other for a really long time and remain friends. So kind of fun to have friends with history, you know, him and like my other buddy Kevin, you know. But unfortunately, the projects of today didn't go too well over there. He did manage to jet up the carburetor a little bit, as you saw in the time lapse. But we couldn't change that spring down by the oil pump. And for some reason, when they built the motor, I guess they put some kind of spacer in there to increase oil pressure, and you know, runs anywhere between 50 and 75 psi, you know, just cruising around town and idling, you know, and that's, he thinks he's just he's squirting out oil out of the main seal more than he really needs to, or the rear main. So anyways, he's gonna get after that, you know, and probably pick away at it when the weather's nicer. Yeah, I'm sure we'll get updates from him. We'll get some ride-alongs in it. It's a fun vehicle to drive around in. As for me around here, like I said, I do have use in my arm now. No strength and can't lift anything for months, I guess. But I'm gonna start poking around out here probably this week if I have time. Might start messing around with the fuel system, mount the fuel pressure regulator somewhere back there, and start routing the fuel line out the back. And I do want to drain the old gas out. It's not old, but you know, the gas from this year, and probably see if Jason will burn that up, because it does have some race gas in it, and you know, it doesn't last too well in the lines over the winter. And besides, I want to drain the tank anyways, because I want to pull the fuel cell out and tidy up with some welding in the trunk. And then I have my new fuel filter to go in, and going to reconfigure things back there to try to get rid of some of the fuel pump noise and vibration. But that's probably what I'm going to start doing, you know, light duty stuff like that. But right now I think I'm going in and put an ice pack on my shoulder, and I'm going to take a nap. So until next time, I believe this is the last one of the year. Again, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Check out my website. You know, I'll put it here for any merch. Do have hoodies and t-shirts, and I believe I still have some windshield stickers available. I don't know if I have those for sale on there now. But again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.